This woman had just given birth to her child in the floodwaters. But she never imagined that her blood would attract an unknown creature. 2 hours ago, the weather forecast issued a warning. A Category 5 hurricane was closing in on the coast. At the same time, Dr. Dale noticed something unusual in the town. Dale is a shark expert. Through the surveillance footage, he saw that the storm had not only swept seawater into the town, but had also swept in a large number of bull sharks, including a massive great white shark. Dale knew his daughter was in the disaster zone. Disregarding the danger, he rushed straight to the town. He was well aware that bull sharks are not only vicious, but can also thrive in freshwater. This environment posed no problem for them. As long as there was movement in the water, they would give chase. On the other side of town, 3 children were trapped in the home of their foster father, Asen. Asen was an alcoholic who usually treated them badly. He hadn't adopted them because he liked children, but to collect welfare benefits. After the floodwater rushed into the house, Asen and his wife had intended to abandon the children and flee, but as soon as they reached the garage, they encountered a shark. Asen had his hand bitten off, and his wife vanished into the water. The 3 children could only huddle on the furniture, watching the shark swim back and forth in the living room. The boy remembered there might be a gun in the basement, along with a stack of frozen steaks. If he could get the gun, he might be able to scare the shark away. The boy jumped into the water and swam toward the basement. First, he opened the fridge and grabbed a large bag of steaks. Then he tried to reach for the shotgun, but it was locked on a rack, and he couldn't get it down right away. Just then, a shark swam into the basement. In a moment of desperation, the boy knocked over a paint bucket, using the murky paint to block the shark's vision. Then he grabbed a floating suitcase and swam frantically back upstairs. When the children opened the suitcase, they were all stunned. Inside was a bundle of explosives. For them, this might be their only chance to survive. Meanwhile, Lisa's condition was getting worse. Her contractions were coming more frequently, and the baby could be born at any moment. Although Kayla had saved her, she didn't know what to do next. She suddenly remembered what her father had taught her. Sharks are sensitive to the smell of blood and to vibrations in the water, so she searched the house for anything that could produce vibrations. Finally, she found an electric toothbrush and some small motors. She put them in plastic bags, turned them on, and threw them one by one into the water in the distance. Sure enough, several sharks were quickly drawn to the vibrations. Kyla seized the opportunity and slowly swam toward the small boat. But just as she was about to reach the boat, several bull sharks appeared around her again. Kyla was terrified, thinking she was doomed. But strangely, those sharks didn't bite her. Instead, they seemed to have spotted something even more terrifying. Kyla looked down and saw a massive shadow in the water. It was a great white shark. It was its appearance that had scared the bull sharks away. Kayla took the chance to climb into the small boat. After a night of turmoil, Kayla drifted off into a drowsy sleep when she was awakened by Lisa's screams. The floodwaters had risen almost to the ceiling of the second floor. Even more terrifying was that the house where